Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Sidebar Street and Culture Parkway. I am Zim Digital, and I'm with my co-hosts.
Hey, what's going on, everybody out there? This is your boy Gino. Welcome to the show, Sidebar Street Culture and Parkway.
Hey yo, you know Nico. What's up, y'all? Let's talk about it.
I love that. All right, yo, check this out. We got a unique subject for you guys today. The subject matter we're talking about today is defining the bias and contempt of familiarity. All right. Um, I don't know how to begin. I think I know how to begin on this subject. Bias and contempt. Okay, so you hear what they say about familiarity and contempt. So I would think the same thing goes for bias. You know, they say familiarity breeds contempt, right? Or that's the saying.
Mm-hmm.
So goes. So I would think that you could also throw bias into that as well. Bias also breeds contempt, right? But
Yeah.
um, let's get into what do you think. I don't know how to start with a scenario, but say okay, let's put it this way. Say you know a group of people for like 5 years, right? 5 years straight, and you say um, you have to judge them based upon someone who just came around, right? That person
Okay.
might be a dope person, right? But are you going to allow the fact that you are so close or that you're so familiar with these people, doesn't that in fact breed the bias necessary
Of the new person.
for you to like basically that the people you've known for all that time kind of overshadow the persons that you are most familiar with. You know what I mean? So like I don't want to talk too long on that. You know what I'm saying? We could get into the discussion and make it more broad, but I'm really getting into the familiarity
Right.
reaching to bias and
Aspect.
contempt. You know what I mean?
I mean, so I think that something like familiarity and contempt and stuff like that, that's one of those things I think that comes a lot with projection and looking at your own life and sort of, you know what I mean, sort of juxtaposing that between where you want to be and the way that you saw things playing out and the way that things are. In a sense that like people tend to become, you know what I mean, more complacent with the things that are familiar with them, you know what I mean, things that are closer to them, and
Mm-hmm.
everything outside of them becomes like in the old term exotic, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like you get the exotic or even older term, oriental, you know what I mean? Things that are orient and somehow now that value outweighs the things that are close to you and you're forgetting that, you know what I mean, what what is what is domestic to you is exotic to them, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And therefore you might, you know what I mean, like you tend to gain a little bit of contempt for your own surroundings because perhaps you're not utilizing them the way that you've seen other people utilize their surroundings.
Hmm.
Okay,
So
I see
Interesting
that.
take. Interesting take. You
I
kind of
see that.
play
I mean,
devil's advocate on that. You know what I mean?
I
The
would say this: the way I
juxtapose.
look at it. Oh, no,
Good.
go ahead.
Good. Good.
Well, I was gonna break it down. I would say, in my opinion, like how I would explain it would be things like, okay, say I grew up a certain way and I'm used to these foods. I'm familiar to these foods, right? And all of a sudden there's a new type of food. Now, let's say somebody in the house is vegan or whatever, and they don't want to eat hot dogs. They don't want, there's some food they're trying to feed us now that I'm not used to. Now I have bias to that. Now, don't get me wrong. The good part of that would be I'm getting more of a vegetable diet. Something that'll help me. I would believe eating more vegetables will help you get better as far as health goes.
Mm-hmm.
So my aspect of it would be like, yeah, there is going to be bias to that because I'm going to look at like I don't know that I'm familiar with Taco Tuesdays. I'm used to Pizza Fridays. You know what I mean? I'm used to this, but you want me to switch this all up to that. But there's a benefit for me doing that because I've done it for so long that I know this is actually not even good for me. I really need to switch it up and cleanse your body and things like that.
Okay.
So the contempt of the familiarity would be there, like, you know what I mean? And also there's the bias there where I'm like, I don't want the new thing, but no, the new thing actually could be a better thing for me. Just like you say, you know what I mean? A friend come through or somebody you suppose is a friend, but you kick it in with your homies that you've known for 5 years. There's a certain I do have a bias. Like in my mind, I don't know how this works. I'm gonna have a bias. I mean, there's welcome in arms, but I'm also looking at it like I don't know. I've knew them for 5 years, and they've proved to me for 5 years solid of how they move. I just knew you for a week.
Right,
You
right.
seem dope. You
Yeah.
seem dope, but
It's like you got a track record with me.
yeah,
So so this is what I'm familiar with. I'm familiar with you having a really good rapport with me for all this
absolutely.
time, right? Or you might be familiar with something for so long that, like, okay, you can even break it down to like the iPhone versus Android war, right? Like
I.
a person being so familiar with this one thing, you know what I mean? And they've been on that phone for like 5 years, but then they switch up. You ask them to switch up, and it's like all of these new things that they gotta do. They're so comfortable
Mm-hmm.
there that they're like, nah, I don't wanna. I mean, you had this issue too, like recently, by whether or not you wanted to buy a phone. You was like, I don't know if I want to switch to the iPhone because I switched to the iPhone. Now I gotta get Apple. You know what I'm saying? Apple's. I gotta get stuff from the Apple Store. I gotta download my apps all again. What about the
Mm-hmm.
what about the App Store? Does it have a lot of free apps? And no matter how comfortable I tried to make you with your decision, being as I'm a Apple guy, you
Absolutely.
still went with what you was familiar with. You know what I'm
Familiar with.
saying?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
You feel me? So that's what I'm saying. Like it's like like okay, this happens without us even knowing at times that the bias within us
Mm-hmm.
or that contempt. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We're a lot of I think a lot of times we are all guilty of that whole familiarity thing at one time or another. You know what I mean? Without even knowing it, and I think it's inherent. You know what I mean? Where
Mm-hmm.
you go with what you're comfortable with. You go with what you can trust. Those are the decisions you can make. You go with what you can trust. You're not trying to take a gamble all the damn time with everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You feel me? What do you think?
Yeah, I agree, man. I think with part of that though, you also get the leveling off or like assumption that your level of usage of something like that is at the height of its usage. So then when
Mm-hmm.
you talk, because have a conversation with Android people versus iPhone people, and you begin to tell people all the things that you can do with an Android, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and they're like, no, you can't do it. Like, no, maybe you can't.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I sir, like,
I mean, it goes both ways because there's a lot of things that people who are iPhone see a lot of. What I think about a lot of people who have iPhones, they really don't use all of what an iPhone can do, and they just got it for the look. Most of them, you know what I mean. They got it for the just the flash of just saying, "Yo, I got an iPhone," but really, they just do the most basic things. They might as well just have a flip phone. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
they're not really tech savvy and all other stuff. But in reality, a lot of the things that you do on an iPhone, you can do on an Android and vice versa. Like, but the thing when I look at these devices, I look at them like one works like a PC and one works like a Mac. That's
Mm-hmm.
just it. You know what I mean? Hands
Okay.
down. And it's like,
Okay.
what's your preference? Like, would you like the security that Mac provides, or would you like to just go like wild wild west on your computer and just be able to do whatever the frick you want to do? You know what I'm saying? Like you can
Word.
backdoor a lot of things on iPhone. You know what I'm saying? To do what you can on an Android, and there's a lot of things you got to backdoor to do on a Mac that you can't do on a PC. You feel what I'm
right,
saying? So it really goes down to what you're familiar with. You know what I'm
Right. It's the
saying,
social. It's
right?
the social familiarity, like you said. It's the
Yeah,
social familiarity of having that phone. You don't really need an iPhone. It's just like because everybody has an iPhone. You
right.
know what I mean? When the new 13s comes out, like the kids come through and say, "Pops, I want the
I
new
want an
13s. I want
iPhone.
the new 20." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I want an iPhone.
yeah,
You
Only
know,
they don't want it to hoop. They don't want it to go play basketball. They want it because everybody has it, and I want to
yeah,
say I have one too.
oh
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
So that's
I
you know what
think
I mean?
it's been a very long time since Jordans were considered to be like a competitive basketball shoe. But you damn right, everybody can go cop them when they drop a new one.
but them
Right.
joints ain't even comfortable though.
Not
Word.
e- are they even a good shoe anymore? Who knows?
They're
It
not
doesn't
even
matter.
comfortable, yo. The bronze is way more comfortable than those.
Doesn't matter. The
You-
social familiarity means that my
Mm-hmm.
status is higher if I go get them.
right,
So
right,
I'm gonna
right,
Right.
get them.
right,
Right.
right. Same
You
thing
know,
with why people like, yeah, it's the same thing, yo. Like, yo, why you won't go? You know what I'm saying? Same thing with like listening to your homies' music and saying, yo, you know what I'm
I
saying?
was I was just about to get there, and that's exactly why you people will support
Mm-hmm.
the famous artists from a place that they have accepted to be better.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what I mean? Their homeboy might be worlds better,
right,
Mm-hmm.
but they're gonna tell people about what they just heard from 21, or what they just
Yep.
heard from Gucci, or what they just
Yep.
heard from the next man. They can have somebody in they same town, but because they're from a small town, or they're from somewhere that does not elevate them to promote. Like if I'm promoting, you know what I mean, Richmond, even if I'm promote, but juxtaposed to Richmond, if I started promoting Chesterfield,
Mm-hmm.
that's not cool. It's not cool. You know what I mean? So certain people don't even want to be caught supporting
certain
something that's
sides
not
of
already,
town.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
something that's not already a move. They don't want
Mm-hmm.
to, like, they gotta wait till it's already on the bandwagon to support that. You
Word.
know what I mean?
Right.
Because
It's not socially cool to do it.
yeah, like I'm not familiar with that being acceptable. I have to wait until
Mm-hmm.
somebody else that I'm familiar with, because I have contempt for what is familiar, and because I think the exotic. I need
Mm-hmm.
someone who I find to be more exotic, or to be more established, to come back and validate that me thinking this local person is cool is cool.
Yeah. Then
Mm-hmm.
then then you're then you can bandwagon
Yeah,
it. You know what I
And
mean?
yeah, and the
Yeah.
bias to that would be the person who's like your homeboy who's better than them. Like you're familiar with their music too as well. But the bias that you have for that music, you know what I mean, is because you're not hot. Nobody else listens to you but me. And
Right.
this
yeah.
other one and that other one. You know what I mean? And
Right. Right.
and
It's like, yo, you're biased against yourself. Like, yo, my opinion
right,
can't be great. If
Yeah.
all these
right.
other people who I think are cool don't listen to my homeboy, even though I think he's
Mhm.
the greatest artist I've ever heard,
Right.
you might literally be friends with Da Vinci, and Da Vinci's paintings in real time. The rest of the world is waiting for him to die, but you so worried about not being the fan. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I don't want to be seen liking his or her stuff, and
Right.
that's just lame. That's a lame way to live, yo. Because you can't even be honest due
It
to your
is.
bias, your contempt, and the fact that you can't even tell the truth of your own heart as to what you like. Like it's crazy because social media does it too. It's like you won't like that post if it's got just 2 likes on it, would you? Would
Right.
you? You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
not even going to be one of the names they see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, yo,
I don't want my name to be on there.
I really didn't laugh at it. I just wanted to hit like, but everybody else hit the laugh emoji. So I don't want to be the one person to hit the like.
Yeah, yeah,
Let me hit
yeah,
the
yeah.
emoji too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But what about that one guy that does just hit the like emoji though? You know what I'm saying? And you got
So,
100
Mhm.
people that laughed at it. It's
asshole.
absolutely funny. But this
I'm sorry.
one guy
I'm gonna
hit
have
the
to.
like on it. Like, what was going on with your phone, man? You know what I mean? You know? Nah, I'm not gonna laugh at that. I don't like it. Like, what kind of
Right.
nonsense
That's
is
crazy.
that?
That's because they just want to see their name on the comments. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yo, like, what's good with that?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? But I mean,
It's
like
insane. It's insane.
you can even go to like down to like I know this is a sidebar. This is definitely a sidebar. But the fact that people will follow somebody on social media who they absolutely despise. They'll never like a single post. They won't share a single thing, man. They'll watch, but they won't interact in any way to show that person that they're there. You know what I'm saying? But they absolutely despise this person. And they stay there in the joint, and then what they do is they go around their buddies later on and they talk about this person's post. You saw what that person posted, and that's their life. Like you got
Yeah.
people that do this crap, yo.
Spying. This is how they spy now. It's
Yeah,
crazy. Like
they be
this is the
spying.
person.
I didn't believe that really was a thing until it happened to me, and I saw somebody's name pop up in my notifications that I was like, ain't no way that that name popped up. I'm not even friends with this person, anything like that. But they had liked the picture.
Yeah.
So then I go to the picture, see the picture they like. The like is gone.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh
Like it.
man.
Yeah.
Oh
So it was
man.
accidentally scrolling through my stuff and it liked something by accident. And
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
and I'm like,
oops.
Yeah, you got caught. You got caught snooping on my page, bro.
what are you doing? What are you?
Yo, you can't hide, son. You can't hide.
Exactly. You can't hide. Like,
Yo, we got you. You been spotted. But nah, for real though. Team, look, Danielle posts his Team Droid in the comments.
oh, man,
Go on with that Team Droid nonsense.
yes.
I'm the only one with the iPhone on the live. That's crazy. I'm outnumbered. But yeah, yo. Shoot, man. Like, look, what else do y'all have to say on this subject, man? How else can we break this subject down, man? Like, I mean, I thought there would be a lot more to say, but I
It's
think we understand this. I think we're just really trying to get.
absolutely.
I think we're really trying to get everybody else on line to kind of like jump into the conversation but we'll have those days. We'll have those days. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, man. I gotta go catch this fight
As a
anyway.
matter
So
of
I mean,
fact, is Nelly still in the chat? If Nelly's still in the chat, yo, she could come in and say her word, man, about the iPhone. Great. No,
how she's familiar with the droid and it has given her for the iPhone. Yeah.
man. Yeah, man. Look. I don't know, man. What y'all want to do?
And it's crazy because while saying that, I have gained a certain contempt for the iPhone crowd. Like I sort of do assume like so it's like iPhone everything I did I'm like you basic huh.
Yeah, don't you cuss at me.
Like everybody else
Don't
like.
you cuss at me.
Like,
I usually get
I don't need to listen. I don't need to listen. I already know it's the popular one, right? Yeah.
I get the same response too.
Oh,
When I went and got the new phone, when I went and got the S23 Ultra, popped up in there. You know, I was like, yeah, you got the iPhone? I said, nah, man, everybody sucked they too. Like this guy.
No, they
And I look at
didn't,
him like,
bro.
yo,
Yo, it's real
this phone's
hate
worth
going
more than the
around,
iPhone.
bro.
What are you talking about?
The phone can be
They
worth
sucked their teeth and
more.
looked at me like I'm crazy. Like, oh, you done lost it, man. You lost it, bro.
Phone could be worth more. The camera can be better. It can have all the bells and whistles. They're gonna fight and die behind that iPhone because 6 of their best friends and their favorite rapper has it.
Yeah. Big facts. Heck
But
yeah.
yeah, I have consent. I'm content with my Droid, but I do have a bias for the iPhone.
Man,
It's me.
That's crazy, yo. What?
I'm a spec person, man. Like I might never use the specs, but I want the craziest specs I can find when I go to buy something. Like you know what I mean? Like while I'm at that store, while I'm trying to purchase it, like I'm like, nah, what's the best one you have here? That's what I want. And fortunately for me, that has kept me in Android every damn time.
Oh man, look at this guy. Look at this guy, man. Look. I'm done. I'm done with you, man. I'm done with you. Burn.
No, 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 no. The chest already, his broke ass. Yeah,
I'm done, man. Look.
Yeah,
Yo, I
wow, man.
never heard somebody defend a droid so well, bro. Like, yo, well done there, sir. yo, yo.
Hey,
man.
for real.
Oh shoot, dang man, burn.
But yeah, I mean, there's definitely bias and content in everything that goes around that touches your life. You know what I mean? It's just like you said, so the familiarity of it. What works for you works for you. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? What doesn't work for you that works for them. But obviously, you're gonna try to sell somebody like, hey, you should try this. But they're gonna look at it with bias anyway. Like, yeah, maybe not.
I
Yeah, I
think
was
Maybe not.
saying McDonald's could open a 5-star restaurant. Never.
You're right.
And they could hire Gordon Ramsay. I'm still not going.
Right.
facts. I can't remember the last time I went to a McDonald's, man. For real. I can't remember the last time I went. But I know one thing. I said I know one thing. I know one thing now that
Yeah,
I will
man.
not go to like there's not too many fast food restaurants I go to anymore. You know what I mean? Like my palate has changed, bro. Like maybe back in the day when I was like, 20 something or whatever, or before 20 something, but like, nah. I can't do it no more, bro. Like, you know what
And that's
taught me
it.
the
And I was,
lesson, bro? Riding on the highway, bro. And stopping at them damn rest stops, man. You know what I mean? And you go and you think you're gonna get one of them daggone meals out of there, and you're gonna be all right to ride another 2 hours down the road, man. You know what I'm saying? No, you
down.
not. No, you're not.
No, you're
You
not.
are gonna pull over at the next rest stop, yo. Like, no joke, yo. You're not making it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't eat none of them burgers. You are not making it to the next rest stop, bro. Barely. You know what I
Stomach
mean?
being knots.
Not, bro. For real, man. I was on tour. I was hanging out with my dude on tour. He was doing this gospel tour, and we hit the I was hungry as I don't know what, man. He came and picked me up early, man. You know what I'm saying? So we ride on the road like 2 hours. He was like, "Yo, you hungry?" I was like, "Yeah, man." It's like, "Yo, stop by this Burger King. Hit the Burger King, man." I had two of them burgers, man. Them joints was slamming too. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I dogged them joints, bro. You know what I'm saying? Man, I thought I was gonna
Yeah.
make it to the next daggone rest stop. I mean, no, like 2 hours later, you know what I'm saying? I felt good, yo. I felt full. Everything was good, like stomach sticking out, everything, bro. Man, yo, all of a sudden, what the freak, bro?
Yep.
Hold up. You know what I'm
Hold up.
saying? Man,
Hold
yo,
up.
I'm trying to tell you, man, like, yo, if I did not get out that car, bro, it was
It's
gonna
all
be
bad.
so bad up in that joint, bro, because I
It was
had to
all
let it
bad.
go. I had to let it go, and it would have been bad, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious, man. I never had it happen to me before, but man, I dread the day. You know what I'm saying? For real, bro.
Yeah.
For real. Not playing with
I
that,
think about
man.
the only fast food I'll really be eating out here is
Cut
probably
the
like a
live. That's
Chick-fil-A.
it, bro. That's the end of the story. End of
That's
the
it.
discussion, man. Yo, we're
It's
not
done.
pooping on ourselves. We're too young for that. I don't wear a diaper, damn it. Like, what are you talking
Wait a
about?
minute.
Yo, come on, McDonald's.
That's crazy. You giving people the wet ones, yo. Whoa, whoa, wait a minute.
Yo, I'm not playing, man. Yo, that food ain't no good, man. Straight up. Ain't no good, man. Ain't no good.
And that's my bias on fast food.
Hey, that's it.
Nada.
That's it. Yo, for real, man. Hey,
Discussion.
and I am
Fast food.
completely contempt and biased. Like, yo, for real, yo. For real, because I am very familiar with it.
I'm familiar with home cooked meals.
Dude. Man, yo, there goes our sponsorship from McDonald's.
Word. That's it.
I'm okay with that. You know,
Oh man, yo. All right, yo, well, let's get up out of here, y'all. For real. What do you want to end on, man? You know what I'm saying? Y'all got any kind words to say to the people who are watching at the end of this whole
Just
situation?
I would say be careful of your bias and your contents. You know what I mean? Like just make sure that you're not hating on something that you don't know. If you don't know anything about it, you have no business hating on it.
Yeah,
Let it be. You know what I mean? And you stick to what you're doing and stay in your lane. That's it.
for sure.
yo, I would definitely say, man, you always be big enough to rethink your bias, because you know what I mean. Like that's how you grow. That's how you learn to utilize different things. That being said, you know what I mean, McDonald's, it was all jokes past that money.
Absolutely. All jokes.
Thank you for cleaning that up,
That was
Nico.
all cap. All cap.
It was all cap, yo. We love your ice cream machine and your
No, the Sprite is undeniable.
yo, the
So
Sprite is undeniable. It is, yo. It is. No cap, yo.
you know,
That Sprite with the high C, it's gonna be kicking, bro.
Nobody has no high C like them.
I rethink the things that you are contemptuous of, and maybe rework your familiarity with those things, man. You know what I mean? Like, can't
Well
be mad at
said.
the snake for being a snake.
Well said. Well said, yo. Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, man. I learned some unique perspectives from you guys today, man, on this subject. Appreciate all of our endeavors that we do together. Thank you everybody for watching Sidebar Street and Culture Parkway. I am Zim Digital, and
Yo, it's your boy Zeno. Catch you on the next show.
You know, Nico.
for
We
sure,
out.
peace.
Peace.
And another one. It was great.
And another one.
And another one. Until next time on Sidebar Street and Culture Parkway.
Bar Street and Culture Parkway.
Insert evil laugh. We shall take over them.
Yeah.
Man, yo.
Thanks. All right, cool.